Cheers! Welcome to my channel. This is a timely tarot oracle reading about random shift. This is a timely reading, so if you're watching it at this time, it is the perfect time for you. Having said that, if it has been a while since you have, since I posted this, what was going on back then for you, that might tell you a little bit more about your situation now. This is a general collective reading, so just be aware parts may or may not resonate. Take what works for you and just leave the rest. Okay, whoops, what am I doing here? So I did a little meditation and chose the underlying energy from the bottom of the deck for the overall energy for this reading. And of course, yikes, we got the devil. So the devil energy is representing temptation. We have two lovers here. They're yoked to each other, and then they're connected to Saturn's box. And the devil is crouched upon this box. And the way he is in between them here is like talking about basic animal instinct and saying that this is not actually love, this is lust. And so when the devil comes in, it's saying that there's some sort of temptation happened. And it's talking about, the devil, he never does his own dirty work. He always sends someone else in. So I like to cover him with the next card. This is very manipulative energy. You're not going to get the truth from the devil. So I want to see what minion does he send in? What's it about? Does God step in and cover it? Let's see. All right, well, there we have it. The devil wants to put you in a mental prison. So this energy is talking about the Eight of Swords is representing someone who is feeling duty-bound, can't see a good way out, or doesn't want to see the entire picture of what has happened here. There's 7 swords behind her, and then there's one in front. Swords in tarot represent the element of air, so this is talking about some sort of transit. This is talking about your thoughts, basically. And the thoughts are represented by these swords, your mental intelligence and discipline of your mind. The 7 behind her, I feel like there was way more water here when this began. Water in tarot represents emotions. There was way more emotion here, and now the water is dissipated. So I feel that so has the emotion. Able to think more clearly now once you take the emotion out of it. Her right foot is forward on dry land, saying that she's ready to take a step forward. But her left foot is still back. This is more about the feeling energy. But she, you notice the puddle that her foot is in is very shallow. So it's not saying that her emotions are shallow, but what it's saying is that there's way less emotion to this situation than when she first started. Sometimes I feel like this can even represent the tears that someone has cried because of the situation. And we can see in the background that she's got her back to her castle. This is talking about having to leave her comfort zone and also maybe leave people she cares about behind. And the thoughts here can sometimes also represent thoughts of other people behind her back. A lot of energy here. And so the underlying energy for the from the oracle, my oracle is Tales from the Vector. It's courtesy of the Intergalactic Federation of Light. This is a vision that I had when I was in ceremony in Peru with the shamans. And this energy is talking about, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. And so sometimes you could have good intentions, other people could have good intentions, but maybe it's not the best case scenario in the end. So basically it's saying if you have someone, I just keep getting, that, I don't know if you've heard the song by Cyndi Lauper, your true colors are shining through, and that's why I love you. I feel that this is talking about that type of energy where someone, like where you are feeling like it's really challenging for you to make this decision because this is someone you can see all the potential in a person, but you but it's not coming out, basically. And so your intentions for this person could have been very loving and really wanting to bring that out, and their intentions for you could have been something else entirely. So let's see, because this is about intentions. And this little dog in this painting is my little Tibetan Terrier, Ella. And when I went to Peru, it was almost exactly a year after I had to let her go. And she showed up in my, she's a Tibetan Terrier. She's in the snow. So she showed up in my visions there, just letting me know, hey, I'm playing in the snow. I'm having a good time. Quit worrying about me. Quit feeling so sad. We'll see each other again soon. And she was a beautiful little dog. All right, so we have so that's kind of the underlying energy here. And we have a King of Cups energy. So the King of Cups, it's coming into this reading now, the King of Cups is generally like, you see all the water here? I feel like that's how much water was here. And now it's, it's dissipated, it's dried out. But the King of Cups, he is considered the most emotionally available of all the kings. And generally, this would be someone who's in a traditional relationship. This is someone who, is most likely to be like married to someone. And when they offer a cup of love, you would, they are most likely to, for it to be a straight up offer. But in this energy, I'm just wondering, like with the devil here and this energy and intentions, I'm not quite sure about it, because there's heartbreak following right after this cup of love is offered. And there's like some discord here. So we're going to reserve judgment whether this king is in the upright or not. Generally he is, but this is representing someone who has a solid offer of love. Definitely like it could be a proposal, and maybe you took this is representing an energy that, that you were a significant other for sure. And sometimes though, this energy can also represent your paternal bloodline. So your father, your grandfather, your great-grandfather down the paternal line, it can represent people that you look up to as a father. It can be, you could be a father. This could be the father of your children. It could be uncles and male cousins and brothers. So just depending on the energy here, I'm not convinced, like if this was a cup of love, that was like in a marriage, I feel like there was some sort of energy behind it, that the intentions were not what they are seen to be here. We have this energy here of a heart with swords in it, and it's upsetting to see. And then you look at it again and you realize, wait a minute, that heart is very big compared to the swords. So these are more like, daggers or something like that, rather than a big long sword. And maybe this is something like that you could recover from. And, this is talking definitely, there's been some heartache, some heartbreak. Sometimes this sword in the middle can be representing in romantic love, a third-party energy that has separated a couple. It can also represent gossip and slander, sometimes even perjury in court. The heart's in the throat. So this sometimes could be someone who's very afraid to speak their truth. And also it can be an energy of like a real hard decision needing to be made. Something that's a heartbreaking decision, but it has to be made. And that's this energy here. You notice this person is bound up. And that binding can be because the people she's leaving behind are people that she cares about, but she has to make this decision. I feel like it's something to do with that. And then we have this energy here of the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is talking about an energy of someone, the hangman hangs from the tree of knowledge, and he's hanging upside down because he wants to gain perspective of a situation. He's looking at it from every angle, and when that light shines bright around his head, it's indicating, oh, okay, he has looked at it from every angle that he can, and he's going to climb back down from the tree now and take action. Sometimes, though, this can talk about energy that gets really stuck, or hanging around with people who are blood-sucking vampires. I'm sorry. It's just like, I saw a picture in my mind here of like energy, energy, someone who is hanging around you because of your energy. It's like someone feeding off your energy. And that's in big part. And they may or may not even realize that that's why they want to offer you this cup of love, or be in your energy. But it's because you're almost like a battery for them. That's the energy I'm getting. And then we have the Five of Cups. And so this is talking about a lot of regret and remorse in whatever situation this is. Now, the cups in tarot do represent love, and quite often that is romantic, but it doesn't have to be. This could be love of anyone or anything. This could be love of someone maybe in your paternal bloodline. And so if you're married, it can also represent the bloodline of your husband's family, paternal line. So you might have a lot of love and respect for the people, but it's something, it quite often, I mean, we have here, 3 cups spilt, and someone in regret and remorse here. Now, if this is talking about, romantic love, then it could represent this third party energy here. And we have 2 cups with wine in, and we have a cup here with something else in it that was poisonous to the relationship, and now it's spilt into the ground. You may have heard the saying, don't cry over spilt milk. It's kind of talking about that energy. You have to accept this as a loss. You can't undo doing this and undo the feelings that maybe your partner has about it. So this could be you. This person has a lot of regret and remorse. Now, is that because of their actions, or is it because they got caught? Or is it, if you're the partner that this was done to, is it your regret or remorse for saying yes to being in this with this person? Is this also maybe talking about the third party energy, regretting the whole thing? It could be all 3. But in any case, this is done, and this is not something that you can undo. So you have to just accept the loss and turn around and notice, hey, there's 2 cups standing here. And this is talking maybe about a second chance. I need to just pick these 2 up and be grateful that they're still standing, and, appreciate them. Walk down that path, cross the bridge over troubled waters here, and get to my castle and, start to heal and get my shift together, basically. Now you notice that the castle here is half standing and half dilapidated, and that energy quite often can talk about you're going to have a good attitude to be able to do this. So it's saying, is the cup half full or is the cup half empty? Attitude can take you a very long way. And then we have the moon. So this is talking about secrets and illusions, and coming out, secrets and illusions that have been held for a while. This lobster is in this emotional water. Again, we have this, emotional water energy. So this is during the moon, a lot of full moon, a lot of times people feel very, very emotional. And we have like the energy of a dog and a wolf, and they're howling away at the moon there. And this lobster's going like, can I sneak past them and stay on my path and not get distracted? I want to stay in between these 2 pillars to stay on my path of glory. But man, do I ever feel vulnerable getting back out of the emotional waters and going onto dry land here and moving forward, actually taking action. And I feel that's what this is talking about. Once this illusion of this relationship, I feel it's something that you can't recover it. Their true colors have come out. Like that's basically the problem. The true colors have come out, and walking through this energy, it's just talking about the domestic side of you. how you behave in your domestic life, and then about how you behave. Are you a wild child? And maybe that's that energy of this person being caught between those. And there's a big difference between the way they behaved at home and the way they behaved when they were away from home. And we do have the sun shining light on this, as well as it's like the sun is shining light on the hidden illusions of the full moon and the new moon. That's when you're at your most intuitive in certain moon cycles. And look at this, we have the energy of the Five of Swords now. Five of Swords energy is talking about cutthroat competition. This is talking about, someone who is willing to risk everything to have something. So that could have been the energy. Again, it's coming up, that's, when you get a song stuck in your head. I've had that song playing in my head for like the last 2 hours. Cyndi Lauper's Your True Colors Are Shining Through, and that's why I love you. But I feel like now that the truth is coming out here, this adoration is turning into something else, because the truth is coming out. And this is talking about the cutthroat energy that was used, for this person to get their way. They were willing to risk everything. And like, even look at the clouds. Even the clouds look like they've been ripped in the sky, right? And so this is talking about you saying, I'm standing up for myself. And I'm standing up to this outer conflict here. And you already have 2 people here that fought you, and they laid their swords down. And so you're saying, any more takers? Because I'm standing up for myself. You want to come at me like this? I will stand up for myself. And this outer conflict creates a lot of inner conflict, making it hard to make decisions. And so this is the confused state the devil energy had you in. But someone definitely was in a lustful energy and behind your back. That's the energy I'm picking up. Now, that could be about, lovers. That could be about, because we have that energy there. But that also could be people, in your family, your friends, whatever, wanting something that was yours, basically, and willing to do what they had to do to get it. Now, this energy can also represent inner conflict within yourself. And that's what this is. This is that outer conflict creating inner conflict. And once outer conflict creates inner conflict attracts more outer conflict in many situations. So this is talking about 3 different versions of you and the struggle within your mind. And this is talking about your subconscious mind, which is formed by the time you're around 6 or 7 years of age, before, around kindergarten. And when you think about being a baby, you probably realize, hey, I don't remember much at all about being a baby, and probably not that much even leading up until about your kindergarten age. And this is when your subconscious mind is being formed. And it's actually, because we don't have much memory of it, we have to rely on the thoughts of the people around us to tell us what we were like, who we were, that kind of energy. And the environment that a baby is placed in, when you think about how much a baby learns in the first year alone, it's incredible. And you think about how heavily that environment, baby's like a sponge. It's watching everything and learning. And so your environment and the people who raised you, their thoughts, the way they feel about life, the way they approach life, the way they approached relationships, all of that, the way their relationship with money, all of that is heavily imprinted on you and well into your adulthood. So this is, when we get triggered, this is the mind, boom, it pops up. It's been with us the longest, but it's not the most reliable. And then we have the unconscious mind, which is your spiritual needs. From a lot of people will agree, yes, I'm a human being with the soul, but from the soul's perspective, you are a soul traveling in a human body, navigating the earth, and this is your vehicle. And if your needs are not being met spiritually, quite often your unconscious mind will become very loud, and it will start arguing with your subconscious and your conscious mind. Your conscious mind is talking about, he's got a handle on that. He has memory. He can relate the details. This is what happened. These two people approached me, and I had to fight for my life. And they've laid down their swords because they realize that I'm standing up for myself. Maybe in the past you haven't stood up for yourself because you were busy worrying about, you saw them in this different light, and you could see what they really were underneath, and you could see the potential, right? And so we have, but look at this, we have an Ace of Cups coming in now. So it's sitting on this King of Cups, but I feel like, so this King of Cups could be representing someone that's coming in with a true offer of love after someone already came in with an untrue offer of love, and this is like, yeah, be careful of people's intentions, don't, when you set an intention, it means that it's something that you don't have. And you don't want to put limitations on it. Like you don't, if you're saying, I want, my intention is this or that, leave it open-ended. My intention is to be the best version of me. That's my intention, for the best outcome to come about in God's divine order. And, instead of saying, I want this intention to be this way or that way, because the road to hell is paved with good intentions. You might have good intentions for someone else, and they might have good intentions for you, but it might not be the best outcome, and you're totally limiting both of you, if that makes any sense. So the Ace of Cups is talking about true love coming in. And it's not based on intentions. It's based on God's reality, basically. And so this is about a peaceful relationship that doesn't keep you wondering, hey, what is this person up to next? And the energy is flowing, and it's like a fountain. It just keeps replenishing itself. And out of all this mud becomes this beautiful flowers, the water lilies that open up. And they're absolutely gorgeous, and their roots are in the mud below. So it's talking about, after going through all this, if you learn from it, then you can, move forward and use your intuition for sure. So the High Priestess, she is sitting in between these two pillars, which are talking about two extremes. And all this information is in between them. And she has to sort through all that information. And a lot of us are in that situation right now because we have information coming in like never before, and we have AI now, and we always have to double check and triple check everything. AI was supposed to make things better, but it's actually in some ways complicated things, because even though it seems like the right answer, we have to double and triple check it, because AI can be very wrong. And so this is talking about all this information, and the way the High Priestess does it. A lot of times people confuse their brain with their mind. And so your mind is your will and your spirit and your thinking put together to accomplish something, where your thoughts basically, and your brain, your central nervous system, is actually what controls the sensations in your body. So the components of the spine and the brain are what send sensations through your body, through your nervous system. And quite often, if you ask a question logically, then stop thinking and feel. What is your body saying? What is your heart saying? And you may be surprised, like you start to notice, I like that. A lot of people, when they are feeling weak to being out of alignment with something, they'll describe it as like an elevator dropping, that feeling, and your gut drops. And so a lot of times people refer to that as a gut feeling. And, and sometimes when you feel really strong to something, you'll notice that your spine, like you just want to stand up straighter. It's like, that's it. That's the answer. So it's talking about that type of energy, and that's how the High Priestess sorts through it. And then you can apply logically that, like, you could have 10 different logical answers, but which one is the best one for you? The same answer isn't perfect for everybody. There's one that is the very best for you. And so she also knows that her intuition is very, very clear when there is a moon. That's the best time to use it. The hidden illusions and secrets come out, And that's when she can really feel, because the emotions are so, like the feeling and the sensations in your body are what create the emotions. So she is sitting in between these two pillars, and this one represents Jesus and this one represents the devil. So it's like a lot of a lot of conflicting information, but she's known for being highly intuitive and being able to find the right answer, because she thinks and she feels and chooses. Then we have this person is standing on the precipice of change at the turret of their castle, and the Two of Wands here, this is representing the element of fire, and they're made of wood because wood fuels the fire. So this is talking about taking passionate action after taking the time to check into, hey, what does my heart want? And then this energy is talking about, this person is thinking, wow, I have the world in my hands. But he realizes he's in a small village and that he feels like a big fish in a little pond. So he's thinking about expanding his horizons, and even maybe globally, like wanting to really expand a business, or, expand his knowledge, or expand maybe meeting someone and wanting to start a family. It's that type of energy, taking passionate action. This always kind of reminds me of an entrepreneur who has been very successful where they're at, but they realize they need more clients. So they've planted this wand and it's doing really, really well, but now they want to maybe set up a franchise. And then we have, look at the Earth Angel, like being your authentic self, being able to take who you really are and move forward. That's why your intentions for yourself, if it's just to be a better version of you, that will do. And this is talking about that energy, pouring your own special alchemy into and adding it to the universal pool, and then grounding that onto earth and staying on your path of glory, God's plan. This is considered to be the Earth Angel energy. So it's about creating a beautiful garden on earth by just being yourself. And your intention, you could set, is just to be the best version of you. And so that you can make the world a more beautiful place for you, yourself, your family, for everyone. We have a cup of love, and this is talking about, this is a true cup of love. Use your intuition for sure regarding this. Allow your heart to feel, like when it comes to matters of love, like, love is not logical. You may have noticed that. And then this is talking about, adding your being authentic within yourself, and realizing, hey, I have my own special, unique qualities. Every snowflake is actually a hexagon, but there is none that are alike. And, look how beautiful they all are. And yet every single one is different. That's amazing when you think about it, how many snowflakes it makes to make a snowman, right? And so this is talking about expanding and always wanting to improve yourself, and, being like, not because you don't feel you're good enough, but because your intention is to be the best version of yourself. And this is talking about hidden illusions and secrets coming out, and being in a lot of regret or remorse. Someone is. And this could be you, this could be everybody involved in the situation is feeling regret and remorse. But you're at the top here now because you've decided to stand in your true colors. And we have this energy now. We're from the Oracle. If you're leaving the reading here, thank you for your time and your energy. Likes, comments, shares, subscribes. I really appreciate them all. I'm going to clarify for those that want further clarification. This is in my website, Tales from the Vector. These are the numbers on the cards as they appear in my gallery. You can check it out if you want to have further clarity. So we already talked about this. We have the Chariot coming in. This is talking about, this is already happening in the spiritual realm. You hopped on the Chariot. It's like a tank. Tung, 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 tung. It's running over obstacles to keep you on your path. And we have this Aquarius energy with the intellect. I want to point out that when my horoscope signs come up in a reading, I'm not talking about specific people. I am talking about the qualities, the energies, the state of being of each of the signs. Every sign has its strengths and weaknesses that we can learn from. And we all, if you ever get your birth chart done, you'll notice you have them all in there somewhere, and you can bring those qualities out once you understand how to use them. So I feel this is coming out because Uranus rules Aquarius energy, and Uranus is talking about, Uranus moved into the sign of Gemini from the time I'm doing this reading, about like it was maybe, I think a couple months ago, maybe now. Time is flying. So around May, sometime in May of 2026. And the thing is, Uranus has not been in the sign of Gemini since 1941 to 1949, when World War II energy was happening. And it's going to be with us for the next 7.5 years, so until 2033. Bottom line is the truth wants to come out in Gemini, and the truth will come out in the weirdest ways. So if someone has been showing you, you know, everybody has 6 sides, or every snowflake has 6 sides. So if someone is only showing you 3 or 4 of the sides, there could be a couple that you don't know about, and maybe their true colors are coming out as well. And so the star energy is talking about, you know, using your third eye for sure. You have to use your intuition with your logic, like the high priestess, so that you can sort through the information and then feel for the most beneficial logical answer, and use that logically to apply to your situation and intuitively. Falling and failing in love is a matter of eye. So yeah, this is talking about healing your heart, so your heart is now unfettered. This is about your heart chakra, and understanding that you have to have enough love for yourself first and foremost, for other people to be able to love you. You know, all the different parts of you, all the 6 sides of that snowflake, of that hexagon. And, you know, and every person has all different aspects of themselves. And then we have the Emperor energy coming in. So this is high level performance. It's talking about this energy here, I feel, about expanding the horizons. So the Emperor is talking about, he wears his armor underneath his robe. He's ready to grab an opportunity. He doesn't fight unless he has to. But most people don't approach him. Beta males don't approach him because he's an alpha male, and they know they're going to get their clock cleaned. And maybe they didn't know that about you. Now, remember, the Emperor could be a male or a female in that very alpha male energy, where if you're going to step on my toes this hard, I am going to take you down. And they might be shocked, because they thought, whoa, I thought this was an earth angel. I thought they were supposed to be all like nice all the time. No, not always. Yes, and the sun is shining on that. God saying, isn't that the truth? This is God. I love how this is in the center of the reading. God is, this is the happiest card in the deck. And it's talking about shining light and truth on this whole situation. It's reconfirming what I'm saying here. And it's saying that, you know, that this is God's plan, and that you're here to carry out God's plan. And anyone who tries to stop you is not just, they're not stepping on just your toes, they're stepping on God's toes. And that would include the devil. I love that he comes in here right in the center. Yeah, and a tower is coming down on any false love energy here. The true colors are going to come out. The true intentions are going to come out. And it's, you know, the tower is when people have been ignoring it, and like everybody needed a reality check in this situation. And, you know, yes, it's good to see the potential in people, but potential is maybe that could, like, if they, you know, they could become that, or you could become that. But are you going to do the work? Are you going to dig deep and actually dig deep into that mud to blossom into this beautiful flower? And oh, look at this. And we have lovers. So this is adoration in my oracles. So this is talking about, this is saying that God is saying, yes, all of this is true, but this is a true cup of love coming in from you. Someone that you will adore, and they will adore you, and they will be lovers. They will not be lust. It's not about lust. It's about passion. You know, we do have passionate action here, but it's passionate, but it's love. It's actual love. I love this reading. This is awesome. All right. Thank you so much for your time and energy. This is a really, really good reading. I'm happy to have this one here. I never know what I'm going to get with the random shift readings. Thank you for your time and energy, and your subscribes. I'm honored when you do subscribe. I will be back with another reading about random shift for you soon. Bye for now.